So we start our Euros adventure with Spain in the year 2032. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to the Hometown Hero Save, where it takes a slightly different flavour and we're into international football with Spain, and we've got a group of Switzerland, Holland and Ireland. I'm confident we'll get out of it. It should be us and Holland getting out. It's the Euros in 2032 being held in Greece. Holland have got off to a good start, getting a 2-0 win over Ireland. We've played 2 warm-up friendlies against France, where we lost 2-1, and Brazil, where we won 2-1. And we're going into the game against Switzerland today. This is very quickly the squad I have selected. No names that you'll probably recognise other than Ansu Fati, I think, is the only one who isn't a new generated player, I think. Maybe Oriol Prats? No, he's definitely a new generated player. Yeah, I think it is literally only Ansu Fati, who is also our key player. We need him to do very, very well out on the left wing. But the first choice goalkeeper, Javier Ramos, our goalkeeper for Folkestone. So we'll know him. We'll know about him pretty well. It's Spain, right? As you'd imagine, it's a very strong team. We should be going deep into this competition. So what we're going to do is go straight into the Switzerland game, and we'll just come back for the goals, really. And we're going to try and progress through this tournament. We'll see how long it takes. It may be done over 2 episodes. It may just be done in this 1 episode, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll get this set up because this is still left over from the game against Brazil. I'll get this set up for our strongest team, and then we'll be back to kick off against Switzerland. So as the game gets underway, I've actually decided what we're going to do is just going to pop it straight onto key highlights only. We're going to take replays off for the group games, because I think we'll get it through quite easily, and we're just going to stay with the whole game. I think it'll be more entertaining that way, because we've gone for a strong team as Fati goes close early on as well. We've picked a really strong team. I want to set the marker down in this first game and go for it. So we've got Hosama starting up front, who is the top goal scorer in La Liga for Real Madrid. So Hosama, and he's scored one straight away from a free kick as we're talking about him, which is lovely. So as he's scored, we'll just go and have a look at him for you. He's very, very good. He just won the Golden Boot for Real Madrid in La Liga, as we said. Pretty good. He can also play out wide, which is quite useful. Fati's in, Pedro, Sergio, and Sergio Gomez as well. So Sergio Gomez plays for Liverpool and is very, very good. He's like our old head in this team. He's also not a new gen. That's interesting to note as well, yeah. So Alfonso and Ruiz. Moreno is the very good right back for Man City, and he is now backup right back for Spain. But I'm hoping that we can go out there and really make this distance. Zakaria, obviously for Switzerland, a very good player if you can pick him up in your save. Very good central midfielder as Sergio picks the ball up, and Hosama hopefully give him a move. He does. Hosama goes in and shoots, and it's 2. And this is going to be wrapped up in a nice little package, I think. This first game of the Euros for Spain, it's been domination, as you would expect. And hopefully it will progress us through to the knockouts quite easily. We just need to beat, basically, it's 3-0. We can beat Switzerland, beat Ireland, and we're through. Holland doesn't really matter. Obviously, I'd like to finish top and just get 3 wins from 3 in the group. We are one of the favourites. We are not the favourites to win it. France are the favourites to win the competition. And then I think we're second favourites. Then it's England third favourites. So it should be interesting. Germany 4th favourites. And I think that was the top 4. That's a great ball through to Zellweger. It's going behind a Ramos with a good save. We know what Ramos can do. And that is lovely as, Switzerland seems to be getting on the ball a bit more here. Oko out to Antonio Jesus, who does very well. He sounds like he should be a native Spaniard with the name Jesus at the end. Or Jesus, depending on how you pronounce it. But he's starting on the left wing for them. Kessler with a corner in for Switzerland. Zakaria's beaten in the air, and Hosama gets it away. My pronunciation of these names is probably dreadful, by the way. Hosama is me saying that very British-like. It's probably something else. Ruiz heads over the bar again. Don't really want any any sendings off, so we haven't got to get stuck in on. I'm just wondering why we're picking up quite a number of yellow cards, which is a little bit of a concern, to be honest. We'll take off kicking people hard. 3-0 up. That will put us straight to the top of the group. I'm very happy with those going. Keep it up. And I think we've got, it goes, for us, I think it goes Switzerland, Holland, Ireland. So if we can rest some players in this. Hossama's got a hat-trick. He's ridiculously good. His stats actually aren't the best. his attributes, sorry, aren't actually the best in the game, but he just seems to have them all in the right place where you need them. He shouldn't be as good as he is, I don't think. But 24 goals in 28. I mean, he's not as good as Bruno Fernandes, but what can you do? Yeah, so I think now we will, on the hour mark, let's make some subs. So, well, Hosmer can be rested for Hernandez, who's also very, very good. I gave him his debut for Spain, and he's not really looked back. Finishing lets him down a little bit, but he is a good little young player for Bordeaux. Sergio has picked up an injury in the deep line play rate, so we'll bring on Moriba in there. It's not his natural position in central midfield, but he'll do a good job for us. And I don't want... Let's take Afonso off and we'll bring on the aforementioned Moreno at right back. And it should be a simple last half hour to see this game out. We don't need to change anything. I'm happy for the guys to just keep it going. If we can get another goal, great. If they score, not too fussed. But Moriba gets it away. Hernandez brings it down for Spain. Out to Moreno. Moreno into Ruiz. He's got Moriba there and uses him. Now Hernandez will give him a move in front. Okay. Gets it away. That's a terrible header from Ruiz. Zaiolo's there. Is he going to get sent off? No, he wins the ball back well. I thought that was building up to a red card. That's a terrible header from Pedro Jesus as well. Oko up to the striker. Kessler gets there, but it feeds it through to Zellweger, and he's missed. Pretty much an open goal. It looked like he went round the goalkeeper and still put it the wrong side of the post. So it's been a very easy, convincing 4-0 win in the first group game. I'm convinced we're not going to score anymore. Hosmer with a hat-trick, Ruiz with one as well. Lovely, lovely stuff. Very nice. Very nice. We've seen it through. Brilliant. We'll be back for the second game to face Holland, or the Netherlands, which will be our toughest game of the group. So we shall see you then. So just before we get to the second game, that is a monumental jump in reputation. Folkestone have moved up 624 places to 70th position in the new European club rankings for next season. More places than any other club. That is huge. That is absolutely huge in terms of jumps. That is what winning one European competition can do. So we were a national reputation. We're still national. That surprises me. I thought we might be continental, but we are still rated as national, but delighted with that. Let's go and see who we hold company with. So Luzern, Young Boys Bern, Victor Pilsner, Besiktas, Shakhtar, POK, AZ. Where's the team? I think we'd beat all of them. I think Fiorentina would give us a game, but I think we're better than all of these teams. We're better than Aberdeen, I reckon. Better than Salzburg. Porto, Stuttgart Sporting, maybe. We're better than Hibs. We already know that. We beat them. I mean, this is how it shows in terms of coefficient how far we've got to go to raise our game. But obviously this 0-0-0-0-0-23-0 is huge in terms of coefficient. So, yeah, we do need to sort that out. In terms of actual reputation worldwide, we are not in the top 50 still. Obviously, we're ranked number 70. But, yeah, very interesting. So a lot of these clubs will be looking to poach our players, which is very, very annoying. But we'll have to see how that moves. But that is a huge reputational jump and something which is very, very welcome. So back for the next game. Ireland got a 1-1 draw with Switzerland, which is good for them. Troy Parrott getting the goal. Still playing, 30 years old up front for West Ham. Getting the goal, but a big game for us. Holland, the Netherlands, the Dutch. If we can win this, we can rest our starting 11 going into the knockout round. Sergio is out though. He's going to be out, so we're going to start Moriba, who came in for him. Other than that, we're going to stick with the same team. Sergio Gomez not really recovering, but we're going to keep him in there to start with. Obviously, these yellows, if we can get the win, then it's not a big deal in terms of missing players for the next game, because it's Ireland. We can rest some people. We can clear those suspensions off. But obviously here is the Dutch team. De Ligt still in there. Hoover, Hitaren, Kluivert as well. Some big teams. Weirdly, they called up Donny van der Beek, which is hopefully now mentioned right, his name. Obviously used to play for us and we sold him to Ajax. So he's had a good season for Ajax and he's been called into the national team again. So let's get into this. We will say go out there and pick up from where you left off last time, because it was a fantastic, easy win against the Swiss. And you would imagine we are favourites. Well, we are favourites, and you'd imagine this would be an easy win as well against the Dutch, because they've not been at the height of football for quite some time in this save. So we get a throw in. It's yellow, and it's a yellow. Who said yellow? It's white and orange versus orange and blue. So it should be interesting. Zolio out to Pedro Jesus, who cuts inside. Of course, he's going to have Hossama, who's on the back of the hat-trick scored against the Swiss. Fatty into Moriba, shoots this. Oh, Hossama's done it again. I was going to say deflected. It's not. I think it's one of those goals. We won't see the 3-day replay, obviously. The 3-day replay, I just called it there. I'm glad replays don't last 3 days. The 3D replay, because it was just it looked like a really good goal. It's a shame to miss it, but there you go. Oya brings it away for the Dutch. Running down. We're going to go and put some pressure on him, please, before he gets into our area. We do. We stop and get him. Gomez, great tracking back into Ramos. 1 clean sheet already in this competition. And Hossama in 4 goals already. And I still don't understand how Bruno Fernandes didn't get selected for Portsmouth. Absolutely ridiculous. Moriba out to Fatty. Fatty cuts around 2. Oh, what a finish. Ansu Fati, what a goal. Assist by Moriba coming into the team to replace Sergio. And it looks like we are finishing top of the group. And you cannot argue with that. I mean, we have got one of the best teams in world football. Brazil are ranked number 1 in the world and we beat them 2-1. France are ranked number 2 in the world and we lost 2-1. But yeah, we've got a very good team. It's just trying to get the most out of them consistently. Headed down. Pedro Jesus into Zoliolo. Fransk, I guess it would be. Into Fati. Ansu Fati, he's having a good game today. Gomez is there, heads past the post. 20 minutes in and we haven't even given a shot away to the Dutch yet. This is very one-sided. Alfonso, in it goes. Fati can't win it. Moriba, Zoliolo. Back to Moriba. Into Zoliolo again. Gomez. Into Hossama. Hossama shoots over the bar. Unlucky. It's another absolutely roasting day in Singapore, as you can probably tell from the sun coming in on my face here. Absolutely roasting. We knew it was hot when we moved here, obviously, but this is really hot. Pedro Jesus comes forward, cuts it back to Gomez, intercepted by Hitarden, and Hitarden comes forward. Good ball down the line to Van Schneidel. Van Schneidel does well. Ball in, and well, we've covered it again. Ramos gets the ball out left to Fati. Ansu Fati will have the pace and the dribbling skills to should beat both of these people. But he actually lays it back to Moriba, back to Fati, back to Moriba, into Zoliolo. On the overlap is Figueroa. Figueroa cross. Pedro Hedges can't get this bouncing around. It's cleared away. And it remains 2-0 with half an hour gone. And the Dutch have pretty much done nothing in this game. And I'm very, very happy with that. Laying down a bit of a marker. Obviously, we'll have to go and check out when our group finishes. We'll go and check out the other groups as well to see how they're getting on. Moriba tried to lay it in. It will come to Francesc. I'm going to go with Figueroa. Tackled by Verbeek. Does very well. Into Hitarden. Back to Verbeek. Goes long, and that's a very easy interception again. Figueroa easily skips around the tackle. Keeps going. Figueroa gets to the edge of the box. Lays it off to Alfonso. Alfonso cuts it back. Pedro Jesus and Hossama's there again, and it's 5-2 for Hossama, which is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He puts us 3-0 up against Holland, and these guys were meant to be the toughest game of the group. Can you believe it? We have absolutely demolished them in 45 minutes of football, and that is really good to see. Yeah, passionately, very happy. Keep it going. We will take Sergio Gomez off, and we'll bring on Vicente Ugoni in the Mazzala role. Again, not his most familiar role, but they've all got really good stats. They can all play most places on the football pitch, to be honest. But it will be Hossama getting a rest in the next game. Fati will definitely... hopefully we can rotate the whole 11. That would be quite useful, as Francesc has been booked, which I think means he misses the next game anyway. But yeah, lovely. I think it's 2 bookings for a suspension in the Euros. Nassi Univar puts it in. Verbeek knocks it down. De Ligt is there. Matthias De Ligt makes it 3-1 with their 3rd shot on goal. And well, that's a little bit annoying, really, in all honesty. As Matthias De Ligt gets a goal back for Holland. Alfonso puts the corner in. Pedro Jesus heads it, and Van Leeuwen makes a good save. 20 minutes to go in the second group game of this Euros for Spain. Are we not? Why is everyone just ignoring Van Schneidel? That's really stupid. Don't do that. Now, I have taken the captain off, which is sometimes an error. Someone asked me a question about that in the comments, and normally I don't care about taking the captain off, but it seems to have maybe had an impact here. As Goni comes forward, he did replace the captain, so he comes forward, and it's put out for a throw-in. And it's a pretty still a pretty easy game. I mean, they've only had 4 shots. We've absolutely dominated them. In fairness, we have really played well. We're going to take Figueroa is going to come off at left back and be replaced by Megias, and we'll take Pedro Jesus off and he'll be replaced by Palacios on the right wing. So 1 change at left wing, 1 left back, 1 change at right wing, and hopefully that will see us through. I mean, they are getting a bit more of the game here. Nasi Unver's in behind. We need a big save from Ramos, and he comes up with a big save, and that Zoliolo puts it behind. We'll just drop to positive. Don't need to chuck so many men forward anymore, I guess. As you can see, we're playing short passing in a very, very high tempo, just to try and keep the ball, but move it up the pitch pretty quickly. Classic Spain, to be honest. But 5 minutes to go. It looks like we're going to hold on to that win, which is very much deserved, and it means we can go into the game against Ireland and completely rest the whole starting 11, which is ideal before the knockouts, as Bowadu goes close but puts it past the post. As we get one more highlight with us on the attack. Megias tackled by whoever doesn't matter, just pick a name. Hoover, I think is how you pronounce it. Megias throw in, it's cleared away. Megias gets there again, back to Zoiolo, out it goes to Afonso blocked. We get the corner, but we can just play for time here. We're going to get the win. It looks like us and Holland going through. You'd expect Holland will beat Switzerland. We should beat Ireland even with our backup 11, and then we go on from there into the knockout. So there we go. We top the group. That is confirmed. We'll be back for the game against Ireland. So into the final group game of the Euro group stage. Obviously, it's the group stages, group game. That's gone terribly bad, isn't it? Interestingly, I'm keeping an eye on England as well, because obviously that's the job I really want to take as international managers. They've played 2, drawn 2 in what is a very easy group. I think their manager may get sacked. If he gets sacked, I'm going to go for the job. No matter what happens with Spain, I'm going to go for the job. But we are taking on Ireland today, and as mentioned, we're going to completely rotate. I didn't want to do that. Go clear entire team selection. There we go. So we are going to, I hate doing it on this screen, we're going to do it on this screen. Complete rotation, so Santala can go in goal. We will have Moreno starting at right back. Although everyone's very fit and healthy for it, which is annoying. Which is very annoying. I just wonder, who does the assistant say to pick? Does he rotate the team? No, he doesn't. He doesn't rotate at all, which is a little bit concerning. So we're going to put Moreno in. We'll put Sergio can be replaced by, let's give Prats a run. Goni can come in. We'll put him in there. Striker, they're going to start Hernandez. Oh, they've rotated a little bit. They have rotated a little bit. We'll take you out for Riera. Casado can come in. We want Maguires to start at left back. That's sort of rotated, isn't it? That's Zoiolo's in there for a yellow. I think anyone on a yellow card we want to rest as well. So let's put Mariba in, and we'll take Francesca out and put not Sergio. Ooh, we haven't got another centre back to bring in. That's bad planning. Let's put. I don't want Francesca to be banned. That's the thing. Let's put Goni back there, and then we'll bring in Palacios can come in and start. Although he's not a normal central midfielder, I think that'll do. So yeah, so a changed lineup. Let's get into it and see how we get on. We should win. We should win. We should be beating Ireland. It should be pretty easy. I was always very confident of getting out of the group, and then it's the luck of the draw to see. We should be winning this one fairly comfortably, and then calmly, we have faith. Go and make the difference. No one seems too fussed about that. We'll get the assistant to do the tunnel interview, and so yeah, we should be top of the group league table. So we wanted just to keep an eye on it. Holland need to win more than 6-0 and for us to lose. So in theory, it should be comfortable top of the group finish. Let's see how the reserves come in. We could have changed formation as well and tried out the second formation, which is a 4-2-3-1 rather than a 4-1-2-2. 4-1-2-2-1, sorry. As Palacios goes on a good run there. Tackled well by Goffrey. Pedro Jesus picks it up. Moreno. Back to Mariba. Prats coming in for a start. Mariba into Palacios. Into Hernandez. Back to Mariba. Prats again. Look at that, keeping the ball like real life current Spain. Oh, Palacios is in, great save from Doolin in goal. And Riera can't keep the ball in on the rebound. Should probably just let it go out for a corner then, shouldn't you, Riera? But Pedro Jesus puts it in. Hernandez with a header over the bar. And, well, that's the best chance we've had so far. But 0-0. Holland should beat Switzerland. They really should. And if Switzerland beat Holland, it's a big turnaround in the group, to be honest. As Knight comes forward, finds Kofi on the wing. And Moreno goes to pressure him all the way out to O'Flynn. And O'Flynn shoots, and Ireland take a shock lead. That is shocking. To quote Dodgeball, I am shocked. But, yeah, 1-0 Ireland with half an hour gone. Maybe the reserves we've got aren't good enough after all. Pedro Jesus goes round his man into the box, shoots, and Doolin makes the save. Now, yeah, Holland win does put them top of the group. Mariba back to Goni, into Palacios, into Prats. Prats comes forward, Pedro Jesus, back to Pratt again. Moreno on the overlap, Moreno squares him, and Hernandez is there, 1-1. 1-1 pretty much instantaneously. We go back to being in safety of top of the group, which is lovely. Isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It's lovely when you know you are going to be top of the group and you should hopefully get an easier run. Can you see the whole... I was wondering if we could see... No, we can't. So Netherlands have just taken the lead through Verbeek as well. Yeah, it is disappointing, assertively. I'm not happy. We should be smashing Ireland, let's be honest. We should be absolutely destroying them. Mariba into Casado, into Prats. Let's see if we can go out there and get the goals that we should really be getting in a game like this in the second half. Riera, ball over the top into Pedro Jesus. Back to Moreno, into Jesus again. Shoots, and there we go. Straight out of half-time, 2-1. That's what we wanted. 45 minutes and 30 seconds it's taken us to get the lead against Ireland, which now puts us very comfortably at the top of the group. As you can see there, very quickly, it's down here as well. So 1-1, 6 and 9. The two teams you'd expect to go through are going through. I think it would be fun to take this Spain team to a World Cup, but if the England job becomes available, it's the one I want. Goni, out to Moreno, skips around his man, still going Moreno. The Man City right back, into Palacios, shoots, and there is... Oh, I thought it was a finish from Hernandez. It's not. It's Palacios. It's 3-1. And that is game, set, match in terms of the group and the tie and everything else. Moreno with the ball in. Pedro Jesus is beaten in the air. Moreno puts it back in. Hernandez should have scored. They're the sort of chances you think Hossamer would just gobble up and really give us an advantage. But again, 3 group games. We've scored at least 3 in every game. And we've only conceded 1. Over the 3 group games, which is absolutely incredible. Obviously, France is a big worry when we come up against them. They did beat us in a friendly when we both played very strong starting 11s in that, as well as Obafemi comes forward into O'Flynn for Ireland again. Ball across. Troy Parrott can't get there. Ferry keeps it alive. Kofi back to Ferry, and it's 3-2. 3-2. Can you believe it? Ireland putting up a fight. Well played, Ireland. Well done. Obviously, they may not know the score from the other game, but they needed Switzerland to draw, I think. I think Holland-Switzerland draw would allow Ireland a gap to get through, as the reserves are not having... I mean, we've absolutely dominated the game. We've hit the composite beams twice. So, that's gone through. Oh, what a goal that is from Pedro Jesus. He is ridiculously good. The central midfielder, attacking midfielder from Bayern Munich, who we put out on the right wing. That's how I'm going to... I think I might... Well, he's on for a hat-trick. I don't really want to rest him. A hat-trick in the Euros is something that you'd be proud of as a footballer, isn't it? Well, a hat-trick in any game, you're probably proud of it, but a hat-trick in a major competition, you've got to be very proud, especially for your nation. Pedro Jesus comes down, squares it, Hernandez shot blocked and cleared away, and Adam Ida's come on the pitch. Oh, if we'd played Ramos, it would have been striker versus goalkeeper. But Goni picks up a yellow card, I think. And with 10 minutes to go, let's get a few fresh legs on. Well, Navarro can have a go in goal, so that everybody gets a run out. We will bring on... Ortiz can come on right wing for Pedro Jesus to give him a rest. And Enrique Ruiz can come in at left back. Just mix it up a little bit, mix it around. Obviously, you get 23 players in your Euro squad, and we want to give all of them a go. But Holland are going to end the group on a 0 goal difference with 1-1 drawn, 1 lost 1. Oh, Ortiz has picked up a pulled groin. That's a shame. Could roll him out for the rest of the tournament. We'll have to wait and see. But Stephen with the ball for Ireland goes all the way back to the goalkeeper as we have 2.5 minutes of injury time to play. O'Connor goes long, but Moreno reads it. Ferry reads the knockdown though. And now's a chance to attack the defence into Troy Parrott. Good save from Navarro, who's obviously come in as a substitute, which is potentially taking the mick. Is it taking the piss, bringing on your sub-goalkeeper or your third-choice goalkeeper? But they stepped that up in the second half very, very nicely. Ireland blow qualification chance. We do well. Pedro Jesus, Santala, Spain are on course. And Schmidt is there looking at Moriba, who he's interested in signing from Chelsea. Fiorentina have been taken over by a tycoon, or they were a couple of years ago, which is why they have got interest in so many players, it seems, at the moment. Santala wanted by Barcelona. Okay, interesting. Well, we can clear this off because we'll be going in to the knockout stages and we'll come back for that game. It's undecided who we're going to have just yet. But yeah, we'll be back when we play the knockout stage. See you in a bit. So we've drawn Belgium in the first knockout round, or the second round as it's officially called. England qualified and have also gone through in the second round with a convincing 4-0 win over Romania. But Belgium isn't a very easy tie for finishing top of the group. So, excuse me, top of the group. They've got a number of quality players in here. A very, very strong team, but it looked like, if that's their last lineup, they did rest for the Greece game, which they lost 1-0. Not the most convincing of group stages for them. A 1-0 win over Austria, 1-1 against Turkey, 1-0 against Greece. We come into it as favourites. We come into it as the team in form. We just need to, make sure that we go with it. So we'll be back for kickoff after I've picked the team. So that's how we go. Ramos in goal, Afonso Ruiz, Francesco Figueroa, Zoyolo, Gomez, Sergio, Pedro Jesus, Fati and Hossamer up front. They line up in a similar formation with Gatwick in goal. Pauls, Van Houten, Andre, De Winter, Gebels, Dantes, Verschuren, Robert, Sabe and Michel. Now Sabe is a dangerous, dangerous player. Winger for Man City. We know all about him in the Premier League. Is it Michel that plays for... He's at Brighton. One of these guys definitely plays for Barcelona. And I can't remember which one it is right now. But we should be winning this. We just need to make sure it happens. And it should be... They're ranked 10th in the world. So we should be okay. We should be okay. Should doesn't always happen in a one-off game though. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. There's nearly 10 minutes in. We get a highlight. It's a throw-in. And Figueroa takes it into Fati, into Sergio, into Hossamer. Hossamer! Oh, he's missed. He's missed the target, everyone, in a live video. I can't believe that. Cannot believe it. He is on at the moment for top goal scorer. He just needs to keep that going. But 20 minutes in, and we have a free kick in, and it's bouncing around, and it's gone in, and it's Sergio, but I think he's offside. Referee pulls it back. Defenders are appealing. VAR confirms offside for Sergio there. We need to make these decisions count. I mean, the cautious 4-1-2-2-1 is playing a bit against us, to be honest. We may change this up to the more attacking 4-2-3-1. Good tackle on Sabe, but Verschuren picks it up into Robert. Robert goes around the outside. Figueroa with a fantastic tackle. Ansu Fati into Sergio. Into Zoyolo. Francesca again into Fati. Looking for the run of the strikers. Hossamer's given him a good run. Hossamer's in. This time he scores. This time he gets that goal again to keep up his goal every game other than Ireland because he didn't play. A goal every game he's played in the European competitions, and that is very nice indeed. Figueroa into Sergio. Back to Figueroa. Skips around the outside of his man on the left-hand side. Puts the ball in. Andre gets it away. But it's a header to nowhere. And yeah, Belgium struggling to get out now as Ruiz goes back to Ramos. Just takes his time with the ball. He's got plenty of options. Picks out Sergio. Up to Ansu Fati. Fati to Figueroa. Figueroa comes in and Sabe heads it away. Fati picks the ball up. Cuts around two. Shoots. And that is a goal that Gatwick can't keep out. And Fati makes it 2-0. We're going through. We're going through to the quarterfinals. Is it next? I don't think there's another knockout round before the quarters in the Euros. So we've had, at that point we had 3 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. So I'm going to suggest that Gatwick isn't as good as the airport, to be honest. I know his name is Gatwich. I'm just making a very bad joke on his name. But pulls out to Sabe. Sabe gets around his man really easily. Sabe shoots, easy save for Ramos. We can trust Ramos in goal. We know his quality. We know his quality as the Folkestone Invicta manager. As that comes in and Gatwick makes the claim. He came out that one off the runway, got a good launch and claimed the ball well. As Van Hute. They've got a number 9 at the back. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. They've got a number 9 playing centre-back. They deserve to lose for playing a number 9 at centre-back. Michel, what a save from Ramos again. The boy's incredible. As it goes out to Parles on the left. Van Houten keeps it alive. Number 9 at centre-back. Oh, what is wrong with some people? Gatwick goes out to Van Houten. Over to Andre. Up to Sabe as we approach half-time. Sabe gets round his man. Lays it back. Overlap from De Winter. He'll probably be a bit chilly out there on the left. In it goes. Figueroa wins the header. Dantas. Tackled by Sergio. And that number 9, I find it really offensive to have a number 9 as a centre-back. Powers ball in, Sabe is cleared away and, well, Hossamer has brought that down out of the skies and he's one-on-one with Gatwick and it's a good save from the airport in goal. As 46 minutes gone, that should be half-time, 2-0 up unless we score from this corner. Gomez in and Gatwick makes the catch. And yeah, I will take a 2-0 at half-time. That is very, very good. I'm very pleased to keep it up. No need to say anything else. We'll give him a bit more praise straight on the pitch as well. Get all that green, which is good. Gomez struggling a little bit in there. And Pedro Jesus on the right. Maybe we'll bring on Palacios for Pedro Jesus on the right-hand side, just for now. And we can bring on Moriba for Gomez. He plays well in the... In fact, we'll do that as well. We'll do that early doors, I think. Gomez with the ball in. And it's cleared away. And, well, if he had brought that down, Belgium had a chance to counter, but they didn't. Comes back out to Sergio Gomez. Ball in. Fatty's there. Don't need to take Gomez off anymore. He's got an assist. Ansu Fati on the score sheet again. We should be in the final, really. As Gatwick plays it out to Andre. Andre goes back to Gatwick. Now, if it would be interesting to play England in the final. I'll need to check. I don't think you can see what side of the draw you're on and stuff. As Michel is through, Ramos does not want to give up goals. He's still on a clean sheet in every game he's played so far. And that is absolutely brilliant. As Dantas puts the corner in. Zoliolo with a good header. Palacios picks it up. Out to Gomez. I thought I took Palacios off. Didn't I take Palacios off? Oh no, I put Palacios on. Sorry, for Pedro Jesus. Yeah, bloody hell. Lose him in mind. We'll take Sergio off. He can be replaced by Goni in the deep line playmaker role, just to mix it up a little bit. Out to Figueroa. Figueroa, it's 4-0. We're beating Belgium 4-0. Oh, he's offside. No, we're not. We're beating them 3-0. Cancel that. Scrap that. We're beating them 3-0. But 20 minutes to go. It's pretty damn comfortable. You've got to be honest. I think Ruiz is going to miss the next game with that yellow card. As it goes in. Palacios with a header. Gatwick launches himself at it and makes a good save. We have hurt their number 9 centre-back, which is pretty good, to be honest. It offends me. So, Sabe comes forward. Still running into Verschaden. Back to Newlands, who's come on. Sabe's got the overlap to Menga. Menga down the left. Cuts it back to Newlands. Newlands to Verschaden. Verschaden to Newlands again. We could probably do with resting one of our players as Michel comes forward into Powell. Powell shoots. Ramos with a good save. And let's see who we can rest in this team. Now, the option would be Figueroa. I think we're going to rest Hossamer and bring on Hernandez up front because we don't want our star striker getting injured and missing the tournament. Ortiz isn't going to be out for the rest of the tournament. He'll be back for the next game with that pulled groin if needed. Obviously, he doesn't play in our starting 11, so it's not too much of a big miss. But with 5 minutes to go, it looks like Ansu Fati is going to be on the list for man of the match. 2 goals in today's game as Hernandez looks to get through as well, and that's a good save from Gatwick. And 5 minutes to go. We get a corner. Belgium have played well, actually. Probably the toughest game we've had. But in terms of highlights and what we've seen and the scoreline, it's been very, very comfortable. Ramos saving 2 clear cuts and 2 half chances as well. So it's been very, very good. We got the ability, I think the ability to rest our players was quite useful as well as we go into what I think is the quarter-final. And that is lovely, lovely stuff. So let's see. Obviously, there is some Folkestone stuff going on in the background as well, which I'm going to try not to spoil. As we get Germany in the quarterfinals. Oh God, we're doing this the hard way. We really are doing this in the hard way. Let's go and see. So, Portugal or Denmark to play England or Sweden. Why can't we be in that side of it? Holland v Italy, France v Turkey or Scotland, and we get Germany. What a tough draw that is. And, well, that will be the next episode. We're going to do quarterfinals, semi-finals, finals in the next episode, hopefully. But let's just quickly go and see how Germany have got there. How did they get to the quarterfinals? They had Czech Republic, Sweden and Portugal. Yeah, expecting to get that. They smashed the host nation Greece 4-1. And now they play us in the quarterfinals, which will surely be, everyone would have expected that maybe to be a final. But there you go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. That is part 1 of Euro 2032. We'll be back with part 2 tomorrow. Catch you then. Cheers.